They only invested in a couple of companies a year, and they invested in us.
Wow.
And their go-to-market strategy for us was they were going to walk us into every major corporate in America, the top 5 or 6. They would use our product, and there's your go-to-market strategy.
I've heard that same promise from every startup investor I've ever spoken to.
They only invested in a couple of companies a year, and they invested in us.
Wow.
And their go-to-market strategy for us was they were going to walk us into every major corporate in America, the top 5 or 6 whale clans, and they would use our product, and there's your go-to-market.
I'll invest in business, and I promise to introduce you to all my network and sell you to everybody, right?
Exactly right. But these guys are the hottest of the hot. They are the number one guys, and girls. But not a single client out of either of those partnerships. Now, there's a unique period in time, right? The dot-com collapse happened and everything fell apart. But then we rebooted and went to London. So we came back to Sydney and we rebooted and went to London. And in London, we partnered with 2 other agencies. So there's a group called Profero, who are still around today. They're pretty big digital marketing agencies. Same deal. Partnered with them. Before going into market, we pitched, talked to a bunch of companies. They got super excited about our product, super excited about our tech, believed our tech would differentiate them in market. And we went and, based out of their office, and we were there for 8 months. Didn't sell a single project.
And why is that? What's the sort of learnings there on those 2 things?
It was 2 things, right? So it says two things. One thing about us and one thing about the market, I think. So the thing it said about us is we were way too early and way too complicated. So our pitch was horrible. We would basically spend 20 minutes trying to explain to them why discrete choice marketing experiments that delivered revealed preference were far superior to conjoint stated preference surveys. We're trying to educate at the same point of sell. So that's all about us. But about partners, right? It hasn't really changed, right? In the 22 years since then, I still encounter it all the time today, which is why I learned so much at Uber, which is everybody wants to partner with the new, coolest, hottest, sexiest thing. And we were hot and sexy. There's no question. That's why the Bain guys invested in us. But, they couldn't read the room either. Everybody overestimates how easy it will be to close a sale, how differentiating this solution will be. That's the mistake you see. These partnerships just go from a sort of a buzz and excitement and shared values and shared vision and you're cool and we're cool and we match up all this way. And then the rubber hits the road and it all falls apart. That's why it's so rare. So, particularly with technology-based products or anything that's complicated, and particularly in the early stages. So if you're a startup, right, you don't have necessarily product market fit and or credibility. It's always true, people buy people. So, your first sales are going to come through those, founder sales are super important. And, everybody overestimates how quickly you'll be able to move from founder sales to sort of scaling a sales team. Partnerships are no difference, right? So if you couldn't scale a sales team to do it, then you're never going to be able to get a partnership to work.